Sustainable development rests on 4 fundamental pillars: environmental, economic, social, and cultural. These pillars aren't mutually exclusive, and in fact are mutually reinforcing. Together, they form a holistic approach to creating systems that can endure and thrive. As more organisations and communities adopt sustainable practices, is there too often a focus on just the environmental? Can sustainability exist in a silo? That's what we're here to discuss at this Mixed Roundtable with Elevate.
I think it's really essential to adopt a holistic view of sustainability because all of the world's challenges are interconnected. When we take decisions, we need to balance and consider the impact of our decisions on environmental boundaries, on social and economic and also cultural factors.
So the supply chain is really essential when we're looking at the sustainability impact of materials. So we need to understand how things are made, where they're coming from, who's making them.
I think it's so important to take a holistic view to design, especially environmental, sustainable and social design, because it is all so connected. You can't really do one great thing without the other, and we have to work together with the client, with the contracting team, the suppliers, as well as the design team, to really create a cohesive and holistic design that is meaningful and authentic.
Creating a positive workplace culture involves both cultural and kind of physical aspects. So it's important to create a healthy environment and an environment that is appropriate to different types of users. It's really great to see this growing body of knowledge around neurodiversity, inclusion, because when we're designing for a community of users, it's important to have an understanding of what that culture means for them.
It's really important that we encourage everybody to really formally look at all of the provenance of where everything is coming from, the supply chain, the construction methodology, the type of culture that those businesses adopt, because as we are specifying finishes and materials, we are adopting responsibility for how those materials and objects and products have come to market.
I think to be able to create a really positive workplace culture, we need to look at both the physical and the social, as well as the mental aspects of being in a workplace. When employees feel valued and supported, they can contribute in a much more positive way to the workplace, but not just the workplace, communities and families outside of the workplace. And that in turn can help to set standards that others can aspire to, and thereby you can kind of improve the well-being across the whole sector.
Some really simple practical advice that we could give to any business, particular design teams or any cultural workplace. The very simple one, first of all, is kind of a listening project, is to engage with the community that you're working within or your own workforce and figure out what it is that people want. And then collaborating with them, I think, is a really important next step to figure out the solutions together, because you can't design in a silo. We need to design together and make sure that what we are coming forward with is what people actually want. And that process requires a bit of iteration. The other key thing is obviously to implement the wishes and desires and needs, and then measure and then enhance. Because if you do great things, you want to check that they are actually great. And if they need improvement, just tweaking and enhancing with little moves is really the way to go.